Imagine creating something so powerful that it could both build and destroy. Alfred Nobel, the man behind one of the most explosive inventions in history, would come to be remembered not for destruction, but for peace. This is the story of how a man of science became the founder of one of the world's most prestigious honors, the Nobel Prize. In a moment of reflection, Nobel made a decision that would change his legacy forever. Alfred Nobel was born in 1833 in Stockholm, Sweden. His father was an inventor and engineer, and young Alfred quickly developed a love for science and invention. From an early age, he was fascinated by chemistry and explosives. This interest led him to study nitroglycerin, a volatile and dangerous substance. Little did Alfred know that his work with explosives would lead to an invention that would change the world, both for better and for worse. In the mid-1800s, people were searching for safer and more effective ways to use explosives in construction and mining. Nitroglycerin was a powerful explosive, but it was extremely unstable and dangerous to handle. After many experiments and near-fatal accidents, including an explosion that killed several workers, Nobel discovered a way to make nitroglycerin safer by combining it with an absorbent material, creating a stable explosive he called dynamite. In 1867, Alfred Nobel patented dynamite. His invention revolutionized industries like mining, construction, and engineering. Suddenly, it became much easier to blast through rock, build railways, and dig canals. Dynamite transformed the modern world. But while dynamite was a groundbreaking tool for progress, it also had a dark side. People quickly realized that dynamite could also be used for destructive purposes in warfare. Nobel, who had always seen his invention as a tool for building, was horrified by how it was being used to cause harm. In 1888, when Nobel's brother Ludwig died, a French newspaper mistakenly published an obituary for Alfred instead. The headline read, "The Merchant of Death is Dead." The obituary condemned Nobel for profiting from his explosive invention. This moment profoundly affected Nobel. He realized that if he didn't change the course of his legacy, he would be remembered as the man who invented destruction. Determined to make amends for his invention's unintended consequences, Nobel made a bold decision. Instead of being remembered for dynamite, Nobel wanted to be remembered for something that contributed to peace and progress. In 1895, Alfred Nobel signed his last will and testament. He left the majority of his vast fortune to establish the Nobel Prizes, which would be awarded annually to individuals or groups who made significant contributions in the fields of physics, chemistry, medicine, literature, and peace. His goal was to reward those who worked for the benefit of humanity. In 1901, the first Nobel Prizes were awarded. Since then, the Nobel Prizes have become one of the highest honors in the world, recognizing groundbreaking achievements in science, literature, and the promotion of peace. Nobel's decision to dedicate his fortune to rewarding those who contribute to human progress transformed his legacy from one of destruction to one of peace. Today, the Nobel Prize remains a symbol of excellence and the quest for a better world. Moral: Alfred Nobel's story teaches us that it's never too late to change your legacy. While his invention of dynamite could have defined him as a man of destruction, his decision to establish the Nobel Prizes ensured that he would be remembered as someone who valued peace, progress, and the betterment of humanity.